3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Ready. Blue ready.
Winston. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Back to throw. This is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Mama bust that shit up last night.
Convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit...
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
Who wanted the one?
O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Waterman gonna go bad? I ain't know that.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
You know, dribble up and shit. Hey, Turner. Not bad, you know. What kind of bad?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I'm saying, what, like fruit bad or spoil bad? I know. I just said that. I said it ain't gonna get rotten, but you know it gonna ain't gonna get rotten. It's just gonna dry out. You dig?
The Vikings offense now.
Sit it out, then I bet you that bitch dry.
And Charles, if the season ended today,
and it's not going to,
we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking.
I said what I said.
So much margin for error for this team, right? Because
you're always tripping, son.
A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum.
Always tripping,
there's some sharks
son, you always tripping,
behind them. After the
son,
loss
what
to
y'all
start
got
out here,
son, I think I just did this spot. This bitch be cold as a motherfucker, huh? No, it be cold as a motherfucker right here, man. No fucking iron pill.
2nd down, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer?
Tackle for
loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Not done.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's able to find Diggs.
It was cold as motherfucker in the morning, bro.
Time for number 14.
For real, this was 40-something degrees.
It was cold. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Play fake. Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
I can't, sir. She's gonna reach into here, dude. What's y'all
so we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Looking to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make it.
You want to what? Do advanced auto, them is cheap.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw here. That's caught by Howard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
He'll drop to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground with Jones trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Jameis on second down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. Third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw is Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
All right, here we go.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The dump off good for 8 there on first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. Pushing his way through. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Ready. Blue ready.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 1:56 to play in Minneapolis after this. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Ready. Black 25. Sonic. Flares up.
Now Winston. The pressure gets to him again. Carl Nassib in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. So out come the Bucs now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Jameis to throw it. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half here, Winston. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Carlson is good. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down throw for Winston. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Green, triple C.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
First down, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jameis again. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he fields it cleanly. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out now come the Vikings. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Winston finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Who had a bad background? For what?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought
You asked me, do I have a bad background?
What you
I said, but you know I got a bad background.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones.
Man, get your stupid ass out my face and stop playing with me, man.
As they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
What else I'm going to have on my fucking background, you duck motherfucker?
Those lateral type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there.
What the fuck is going to do it?
Got swallowed up.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Carlson able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. And this play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up first and goal.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Martin, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Larry Ogunjobi with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Got a jack. I gotta get the thing to that there.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
That shit hard as a motherfucker, man. I had Polo do my shit. Go get your stick and pick out that big ass truck there. Stupid ass, man. That's all these things she do.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Why I can't get back? Because I'm tired of hearing your fucking mouth. I'm tired of hearing your fucking mouth. What the fuck? You're over the motherfucker. I got him in. You're over. What the fuck? Your mouth ain't clean. Did you brush your grill? I'm saying, did you brush your grill, man? What the fuck, man? I did. Brush that bitch with a towel. Brush that bitch with a... Call it what you want, bitch. Towel. Hey, almost.
So what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the Genesis. That presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm. Habit dogs. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. To the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still feel me. Kiss the death and protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Kiss the death and protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money on my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Too late, you already hit. Right now I'm on the edge. So don't push your trouble, 96. You wish you would reason on the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my power. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. The mother, ride it out for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's a solid. I need color, skirt, bag. Give me one more chance.
still thinking that, though. God bless. Yeah. He sleep. Yeah, he sleep. Yeah, he sleep. Didn't I just say he sleep, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? Nah, but real shit, that boy Tipper can't got That stupid ass shit would have been. Asshole.